Hello and welcome everyone. We are at Intersolar Europe 2021. Here at the booth of Fimer, an inverter manufacturer, I kindly introduce to you Marco Trova. He is Global Product Manager for Utility Line Business. Marco, please introduce yourself.
Thank you for this opportunity and really welcome to Fimer. So my name is Marco Trova. I'm working in the PV since more than 15 years now. I'm very excited that we have the opportunity to let you know what is going on at Fimer in all the segments where we are operating from the residential all the way up to the utility. So really excited.
Welcome, Marco. So I have two questions today to you. I guess you're following the module developments which are going on, and Trina is one of the forefront with the new 210mm technology products. One design concept which we integrated in our product is the high current and the low voltage design of the module. What kind of new, let's say, innovations did you bring to Intersolar Europe today, which are already, let's say, compliant and compatible with this product?
Yeah. So the abrupt change of the characteristic of the modules for some of the inverter makers is a challenge, of course, especially for those as we, Fimer, who work on the string inverters, but it is also an opportunity. And in fact, just in time, at Intersolar 2021, we have unveiled the new PVS 350, which is a multi-MPPT string inverter, which have been specifically designed to perfectly match with the new high current, high power modules in order to enable system owners and plant developers to fully exploit the economical benefits of the new technologies, of the new module technologies. So you know that inverters represent a small piece of money in the CapEx expenditure, but they play a significant role in contributing to optimize the cost of the systems. And so our challenge was, of course, to be in line with the new trends of the modules. And this is the answer. So PVS 350.
Great to hear. You know that our customers they have a key focus on system compatibility. Though of course they're looking for components in the system which all fit together so that we have a compatible system. Would you say that with all the new products you're showing here, you are compatible with the new generation of products, high current, low power?
Yes. The answer to the need to improve our adaptability to the upcoming module technology have been specifically answered by enhancing our flexibility on the MPPTs. So we have increased the input current ratings up to 45 amps. In order not only to be compatible to what is available today, but to be future-proof. And that's pretty much what has been made, together with, of course, is the dramatic increase on power density, so that less modules, less strings, also less inverters. So this is pretty much how we have been able to follow up and answer to these needs.
I think that's a great answer for our audience, and that's what our customers need. We see Fema has done his homework. They have the right product for our vertex generation. Marco, thanks a lot for this interview.
It was a pleasure. Thank you, and have a good success.
Thank you too.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome at Intersolar Europe 2021. We are here together, and it's my pleasure to announce here I have Markus Rieder from Fronius. He's Global Sales Manager. And Markus, please briefly introduce yourself.
So hello and thanks for the invitation. It's great to be back on the stage here at the Intersolar. My name is Markus Rieder. I'm the head of global sales management from Fronius International. Yeah. And Fronius stands for energy solutions, and we inspire energy solutions for the world.
Thanks, Markus, for the introduction. We can see here in the background the new Vertex module generation. The design and the philosophy behind is high current, lower voltage. Fronius and the inverters you are producing are key components on system level. How do you, let's say, challenge from your side the new module generation, and what kind of products can you talk about already from your side?
Of course, also Fronius provides products for these models, for these 18 amps models. And the product we offer here is our Tauro. The Tauro is a very robust inverter. It's a new generation. It's for 50 kilowatt and 100 kilowatt, and already is compatible with this kind of models.
Okay, one key topic for our customers is that all the key components which are used in a system level are compatible with each other. Would you say that the new generations of products you have in the pipeline or you already have ready for delivering to the customers are compatible with the new module generation?
Yes. So our Tauro, we have two different versions. There's a P version and a D version. The P version is already available, and for the D version there is already a product or running tests, and we are launching this product very, very soon.
So I think that's a good message to the audience and to the whole market. Fronius is on board. They are able to deliver compatible inverters to our Vertex modules. Thank you, Markus, for the interview.
Hi, Holger. Nice to meet you. Great to be here at Huawei booth. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi. Yes, I'm Holger Grau. I'm Solution Director for technical pre-sale support, responsible in the German sales team, and also involved in regarding the demand of the market for new technologies of inverters.
Great. Thank you for to be with me today. So as we all know, the module in the industry are getting bigger and more powerful. The current is going up. So in case of Huawei, how do you deal with this change in the industry? Any challenge? How do you overcome?
Yeah. Already in the past, we increased the possible MPP currents per string with the inverters from the one generation to the next one. So we achieved with a 215 kTL H0 the current level of 15 amps per string or 30 amps per MPP tracker. We are always connecting 2 strings per MPP tracker in this version of inverters. But now with the newest Vertex modules, we were faced with currents above 17 amps. And that required us to any further development of inverters. And this leads us to the 215 kTL H3 inverter. This inverter has a different concept on the DC side. So we do not work with 9 MPP trackers anymore. We just have 3 MPP trackers. But these 3 trackers are working with up to 100 amps. That means you can use easily 5 strings per MPP tracker. And these 5 strings could theoretically work with up to 20 amps. So even if there is a bifacial module, there is still buffer to handle the additional current. And regarding the higher current of the modules, you also have higher power per string. And with up to 20 kilowatt peak per string, you do not need to connect 18 strings anymore. There are 14 strings or 12 strings are sufficient. So the new 215 kTL H3 can connect up to 14 strings. And it's a decision of the system design phase to connect only 12 or 13 or 14 strings. This is the realistic range. And yeah, that's how it is.
Great, great. Thank you so much to share with us. It's impressive to see the new latest 215 kTL H3 compatible with the 210 module. So thanks a lot. I know Huawei is one of the top player in the industry for inverter, and the first one actually really make the super powerful inverter compatible with the powerful module. So thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome everyone. We are here at Intersolar Europe 2021. Today we are at the booth of Goodwe, an inverter manufacturer. And I have the pleasure next to me, the managing director of Goodwe, Thomas Herring. Thomas, please introduce yourself briefly.
Yeah, my name is Thomas Herring. I'm the managing director of Goodwe Europe GmbH. The GmbH was founded in 2018 and we are the headquarters for Europe, Middle East, Africa. And Goodwe is a product and solution provider for inverter and storage solutions, headquartered in China.
Thomas, I would like to ask you two simple questions. First of all, you know what's going on in the module industry. We are developing new high power or high current, low voltage modules. How do you as an inverter manufacturer, let's say, react to compete or to be compatible with this product generation?
Yeah, I mean, this time at the show we have two major messages to give. I mean, the one message is maybe not the high power modules so much, it's more the storage side, because there's a big demand for batteries. So for the first time we also show our batteries for the residential markets, low voltage and high voltage, but also for the commercial side. So we also show solutions for the hybrid solution and storage solution on the hybrid side on this booth. But the second big innovation we've been developing for the last few years is definitely inverters for the project market, like our new high power family HT series, which goes up to 250 kilowatts. And this is particular family which developed for the new generation of modules, like the ones from Trina, for example.
Okay. And a key for our, let's say, customers is that all the products we have in the system, and the components which are used in the system, are compatible with each other. I mean, we now see that the Vertex, the 210 millimeter modules, are a new challenge. Would you say, with the new product ranges you can offer, that you are compatible? Can we give that message to the audience, to the customers?
Yes, we are compatible with the new generation of modules. And this is very important because I don't think what's happening right now on the module side is not the end of the story. Actually, my background is semiconductors, and the semiconductors, 300 millimeters is already state of the art for many, many years. So I think the development we see right now in the modules is just the beginning of the story. So these requirements you see in the modules, which is different specification like higher current and other features, specification that requires a redesign in inverters, has to be very early considered by the inverter manufacturers. So we do that with our new family, the HT series, which has a higher current adaptability to the modules. And we start in a very early stage dealing with major inverter manufacturer, Trina, but also with others, to make sure to be compatible when your modules hit the market, that we are there with inverters. And we also try to anticipate the future changes because, as I said before, I believe there will be much more changes coming in the near future. It's just the beginning.
Absolutely, I totally agree. And we can see that Goodwe is ready. They have taken the task and they have done their homework. They can provide a product which is compatible with the new generation of modules, high current, low voltage. So thanks, Thomas, for the interview. Thanks for the new message. Thank you very much.
For meeting me. Thank you.
Hi, Javier. Good morning. So great to be here at the Sungrow stand. Can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you for your kind approach. My name is Javier Blanco. I'm technical director for PV utility business in Sungrow EMEA. I've been in the company for almost 4 years now and totally 7 years in the PV industry.
Very, very experienced in the industry. So maybe let's discuss a little bit about the module and inverter. As you know, the module are getting more powerful. Also, the current is getting higher. So how does Sungrow handle this change in the industry?
Well, it has been indeed an impact in the market, but as global inverter suppliers, we are prepared to release products very quickly and get adapted to the new technologies in the market. So in this exhibition, we are releasing and presenting officially the SU350HX, which is our string inverter compatible with all kinds of models. Okay, it will progressively be introduced in the market, first in Asia, then in Europe. So yeah, we can say we will be very well prepared for that.
That's great. It's impressive. Also, the 350, that's really a powerful inverter. Maybe can you briefly maybe just share a bit with audience the key advantage of your new inverter compatible with the high current module?
Yeah, well, if we speak about compatibility with these kind of modules, starting with the central inverters, normally is not an issue because we don't have any string current limitation in our central inverters. So the implementation is quite straightforward. We can say up to now all our central inverters are fully compatible as well with high power modules. In string inverters, the main limitation is the string current. Okay, so each of the inputs of the inverter should be able to work in MPP mode up to 20 amps if we consider the bigger size of the modules and high bifacial gains. So right now with this inverter, we are releasing a 40 amps per MPPT design, which means we can connect two strings to one MPPT. And also it's quite convenient because we can keep a fuseless design we can keep the design concept of 2 strings in one MPPT and get the most of the M12 modules as well. Okay, and yeah, well, maybe.
Great, great, thank you. It's really impressive. So we all going forward with a new innovation together.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you, Javier.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us at Intersolar Europe 2021. Today we are here at the booth of K2 Systems, a mounting system supplier. And I have the pleasure here with me, Willem Haag, the head of sales of K2 Systems. Willem, please introduce yourself briefly.
Thank you, Klaus. Welcome at K2 and our booth. I'm working for K2 now for roughly 11 years, started in business development and taking care of the European sales since 2015.
Okay, thanks, William. So now I have a few questions to you because you can see that in the industry a lot of things have changed. The module dimensions especially, in the last 2 years, a drastic change was happening in the module dimensions. I can imagine that this is really a great challenge also for you as a mounting system supplier.
Indeed, it is.
How do you tackle this topic?
Well, we take the opportunity and of course find solutions when we think about our flat roof system, where we're used to fix the modules just on the corners, on the short side of the modules, but now we also added, so this gave a first challenge, how to place the wider modules on the roofs, and there we just adjusted the whole system, that we have a similar way of adjusting like with the universal clamps for the different frame heights. We are now also able to adjust the fixation point in the first place so that we can cover the different width of the modules. But also considering the loads that the module can take, we now also have the option again to fix on the long side of the module with the same using the same components. So it's constantly the same way for installing for the installers. They have the same components, have similar installation steps, and are therefore very easy on the way to handle it. And by this, we enable to use the wider and longer modules also in areas where we have higher snow loads, for instance.
Great, that sounds great. So I think a key factor when we talk about mounting systems is for our customers that the system itself is compatible with our new Vertex 210 module.
Yeah.
Can you confirm that all your new innovations which you're showing here today at Intersolar are already compatible with it? Can you give us the good message to it?
I'm happy to announce this, yes, of course. With our Dome 6 solution, so especially on the flat roof, it's a real topic. On the pitched roofs as well, the Trina module is working perfectly well, the Vertex, and it is approved in that sense that we really can directly connect it in a proper way. We can take and enable also when there are high load situations with the quarter clamping that the modules are well fixed and work well together in the system.
I think that's great news for our audience. Thank you, Willems, for taking your time to have this interview, to tell us about the news of your new mounting systems, and wish you a very good exhibition.
Thank you very much, Klaus. It was a pleasure.
Hello and welcome everyone to Intersolar Europe 2021. Here we are at the booth of PV Hardware, a tracker manufacturer. And I would like to introduce Alvaro Casado. He's Managing Director of the MEA region for PV Hardware. Alvaro, briefly introduce yourself.
First of all, thank you very much, Trina, for coming to the booth. As you will say, I'm Alvaro Casado, Middle East Managing Director of PV Hardware. I've been with the company over 6 years. Started on the construction side, working in projects in Honduras, in Mexico, in Brazil, and over the past years, I've been involved in business development in Middle East.
Okay, so our audience is interested in a few new topics which you brought maybe here to Intersolar. You will know that Trina with the new Vertex generation modules is offering a new completely range of new products which has, I would say, new dimensions, so bigger modules, more power per module. What new innovations did you bring to Intersolar which you would like to talk about?
So correct. We already know that this change was coming to the tracking industry, this big size of modules. So we started 1 year ago testing the tracking system and making sure that the integration was was done properly. The main concern would be the stability against the wind. In the 1P solutions, it's easier to achieve it. You just need to run the tests. So the key innovation that we did comes in the 2P tracking system, where we split it in three, the tracking system, to make sure it retained the advantage of being able to adapt to space constraints and undulations. Because if you use these large-scale modules, it would be difficult to adapt and you would be losing that advantage. So we changed the design on the 2P, and all the other tracking systems are out of the box, completely compatible with the Trina Vertex 210.
This would actually be my second question. A key part, or let's say a key focus of our customers, is that the system components they are using for designing the systems are compatible with each other. When you look at the Trina Vertex portfolio, our new size modules, would you say all your new products and innovations are compatible with it? You are ready for the market to use that product?
100% ready, yeah. We already did our work. We have been working for more than a year and fully compatible with all our tracking systems.
So we can see PV Hardware has done their homework. They are ready to use our Vertex module. Alvaro, thanks a lot for this interview.
Thank you very much.
So hello and welcome everyone here at Intersolar Europe 2021. Today I have the pleasure to have Natalie Kermelk from Ideematic with me. She is VP Engineering at Ideematic. Natalie, please introduce yourself briefly.
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much for having the opportunity to be here, especially at the Trina booth today. My name is Natalie Kermelk and I'm from Ideematic, a tracker manufacturer based in Germany. And I'm Vice President of Engineering. That means I'm responsible for all engineering aspects, such as product development, project engineering, structural engineering.
Welcome. We see here in our background the new module generations, which are, let's say, have changed dramatically in terms of dimensions, power classes, and so on. I know that is a quite huge challenge also for you as a tracker manufacturer. How do you react on the new developments and how do you, let's say, adapt your products? What are the latest innovations you can talk about?
Yeah, that's right. The new module sizes are really challenging. And yeah, I can say our latest innovation is the Horizon LTEC 2P, which is a solar tracking solution with a very high safety factor. And this safety factor can be achieved by our patented locking technology. And that means the tracker can be locked in every position. And with this, more or less transformed into a fixed tilt system, which makes it very safe and stable. And this is very important to protect the most sensitive parts of a solar plant, which are, of course, the modules. Also, I would like to mention that we are currently working on a new development, a 1P solution, which makes all the situation, of course, more safe. And we have already a product, a 2P system, which is very safe. So it might be very easy to transform it into a 1P solution, which is also very safe regarding this issue with wind loads and so on. And yeah, because we are aware of this high safety, we are this week setting a new industry standard with our new 15 years warranty. Because we are really trusting in our products and we would like to let the customer share in this high safety.
So a key message we want to give to our customers is that all the components which are necessary in a system, which are, let's say, really the key factors to design it, are compatible with our new Vertex 210mm products. How does it look like at your side? Can you confirm that all your products are now upgraded and compatible with it?
Yes, I think so, that I can confirm this. I think for a solar tracking manufacturer, I think there are three criteria which are very important regarding such big modules. The first is, of course, the outer dimension of the module. And you have to make sure that you meet the requirements of the module manufacturer. For example, especially that you can cover the fixation holes and everything. So this is very easy for our system because our module rails are completely flexible. They can be shorter or longer. And yeah, the position of the holes for the screws can be positioned on everywhere on this rail. So this should be very easy. Second point, I think, is a bifacial output, which is also very good with our systems. We have a confirmation from Fraunhofer ISE that we could avoid backshading completely with our LTEC 2P system. And I think the third aspect is the reduction of forces on modules. And that can be achieved by a 0-degree stow strategy. And that is what we at Ideematic following more or less with all our products, because only in this position, in 0-degree stow position, you can reduce the forces on modules to a minimum. And this is very good to protect the modules and protect the whole structure. Also, we have a special so-called decoupled drive system, which does not only protect the modules, but also other sensitive components, such as motors and gearboxes, for example. And that reduces O&M costs, for example, to a minimum, which also then reduces the LCOE. And that all contributes directly to the grid parity, of course, which is the big target of every one of us.
I would say Ideematic has given us a really good message for the market. They have nice products compatible with our new ultra-high power large-scale modules. Thanks, Natalie, for the interview, and thanks for giving us that insight of Ideematic.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Welcome at Intersolar Europe 2021. I have the pleasure today to announce that I have Dennis de Wet, Managing Director of Valk Solar Systems, with me here at the booth of Trina Solar. Dennis, briefly introduce yourself, please.
Thank you very much. Good to be here. It's a good show. It's a bit smaller than last year, but it's still not very busy, so it's good to be here. And again, well, you already introduced me. My name is Dennis de Wet. I'm the Managing Director of Valk Solar Systems. And we produce mounting systems for solar panels. And we are one of the market leaders in Europe.
So I come directly to my questions. Here in the background, we see the new Trina Solar Vertex generation modules. Residential, on the other side we have the ground mount solution. Dennis, this gives you a challenge with the mounting system, especially because we have new dimensions, we have different power classes, of course. How do you, as a mounting system manufacturer, react on the new module dimensions and generations?
Yeah, well, actually it was a hell of a job. We've been in contact with each other for many years. And well, during the years, the size increased and increased and increased. And of course, we had to adapt our mounting system to it, that they still fit to our systems. And then it's not only like adding a piece of metal to it, but it's also like the wind forces, snow forces, and be able to do all the calculations right. But what we managed to do it, but it was good to be in close contact with each other, so we can handle all the panels. Yeah.
Our key, let's say, topic or focus for our customers is that the new module generations are compatible with the system components up and down, and a key component is, of course, the mounting system. Would you say that the new mounting system generations which you have developed, which you might even be able to name, are now compatible with the different Vertex generation modules, the 210mm generation at all?
Yes, actually they are. We really focus on, well, what is the really largest panel you have, which is almost 2.5 meters. It's huge. And we really said, well, we also want to be able to mount this system to this panel to our systems. And we have systems for pitch roof systems, commercial systems, for flat roof systems, also for ground mount systems. So we kind of didn't test them all to make sure they fit to the systems.
So I think this is a good message also from Valk for their compatibility with our new Vertex generation. I think that's a good message also for the market and for the customers who are really searching for the right components. Thanks, Dennis, for the interview.
Thank you too, and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hello and welcome everyone at Intersolar Europe 2021. Here we are at the booth of Soltec, a tracker manufacturer, and I have the pleasure to introduce Mireia Jimenez as product manager from Soltec. Mireia, please introduce yourself briefly.
Hi, I'm Mireia Jimenez. I'm product manager here in Soltec. I've been working here for 5 years, and I'm here happy to answer your questions.
Okay, Mireia, my first question is, we're seeing a lot of changes in the module, let's say, development. The product dimensions are changing dramatically. What kind of new innovations did you bring to Intersolar to show us today?
Well, in fact, this is the SF1. This is our last tracker. It's designed for high wind loads with bigger modules that we are seeing right now in the market. We are also showing the SF8 that it's also designed for this kind of modules.
My second question would be, a key factor for our customers is that all the components work together, that they fit together, that they are compatible with each other. How do you ensure with your new and latest innovations that you are compatible with our Trina Vertex 210mm products with all your system components?
Well, because we design, even from the first stages of the development, we design for these kind of modules. We are very sure that there's not going to be any problem. First of all, we design taking into account this module size. Then later what we do is, all the wind tunnel testing, also considering these kind of modules. And the last stage will be with you, doing all the testing in the different facilities to be totally sure that the integration is perfectly done.
Thanks a lot, Mireia, for all your answers. I see Soltec is prepared for our new products, and thank you for this interview.